Hey guys, it's Yelan here, and I'm finally doing another video. I know I haven't posted in a very long time. I'm so sorry about that. But I was busy working on this video specifically, as well as maybe Twitch streaming. It has been almost a month now. Interesting, but here we are, and I wanted to make this video since I knew that the new Animal Crossing update is coming, or it might be already here when you watch this, but I wanted to recreate Animal Crossing characters, some of the favorites, some of the worst, most hated, into horror versions of themselves. So the three people that I'm going to be doing are Brewster, of course, because he's coming to the new Animal Crossing game, and then also I'm going to do Pietro, one of the most controversial characters, as well as Raymond, the most loved character. I had a really fun time doing this. It was really challenging trying to come up with what they would look like if they were hideous creatures instead of these cute, lovable, doll-looking things. So let's get started, I guess. The first one, I'm going to be doing Brewster, and some things to know about the character itself. He is a pigeon character who runs a cafe and gives some coffee and drinks to the villagers. I still wanted him to be a cafe owner of sorts, but I feel like in this twisted, dark world that I've created, he's kind of like the creature of the night that gives you coffee to sober you up after a night of drinking. A fun fact about me: one of my favorite things to draw in my art are birds and wings. No, I don't draw as often as I should or want to. I always felt that wings were a very wonderful pattern in nature. It's really amazing how a few layers of feathers and light bones can make something like a creature fly. This will somewhat date the video, but when I first started drawing Brewster's cafe, I based it off of the Animal Crossing New Leaf version with the checkered floors, stained glass windows, and the wonderful teacup cabinet in the back. At this point, the announcement that showed his cafe in-game hadn't come out, but after seeing the New Horizon Direct, I got super excited to be able to go visit the new cafe museum and just to hang out with him. With this project, I ended up actually experimenting a lot more with shadows and lights, given everything is such a dark. The story is very dark, and the characters are supposed to be a dark spin-off of the main Animal Crossing series. I really tried to play around with darkness and light. And here is the final drawing. I was really happy with the design and how it turned out, and I think the colors of this are very nice, with the stained glass window behind casting just a nice amount of light to the back of it. Up next, I'll be drawing everyone's favorite character, Raymond. Raymond is a gray and black cat with heterochrome eyes that are green and orange, as well as he wears a very cute suit and some nice wear glasses. Given the fact that Raymond is one of those characters that everyone praises and loves, I felt like it's only right to give him this character, which is almost god, guardian-like, that everyone praises too. I designed his room to kind of reflect how his room is an office with all this paperwork and a little typewriter. He almost is like the judge of these people who come and visit and look upon. I imagine like these people who come and worship him are kind of like how Animal Crossing people all want him on their island, so then all these papers around him are like the forms that they submit to him to to see if he'd be willing to join their island. Although his character doesn't fully fit this design, I really like the scope and scale at which I made his character. I was really proud of how I did the fur to kind of almost be like the suit that he wears, even though it is made of just different colored furs and patterns that he has on him. I know it's a little hard to see, but at the very bottom there, I added a little character. It would be someone who had pilgrimage all the way over from his house to be to visit Raymond to get his judgment and to be blessed to maybe possibly go live in his island. And here is the final piece. I know it looks very different where the speed drawing ended. I had forgotten to record that last part, but here it is for your viewing pleasures. The final design for Raymond. And last but not least, here is Pietro. So, when I was designing Pietro, I ended up going in a darker route than I was hoping to go for at first. In this darker version, I guess, I played on the idea about circuses and circus animals and how they're not very well treated and stuff. And I imagine that in this darker universe, Pietro isn't like some fantasy animal or anything like that with all these fancy colors and outfits. I imagine that it's literally a goat, but the circus people just painted it to look like those fake freak shows. And that's kind of where my idea for Pietro came in, is just this terrified animal trying to survive and like trying to live normally, but then was taken and forced to become a traveling circus show and painted on. It's probably not the most happy thing compared to the other ones. I feel like I was actually even hesitant to set this as one of the drawings that I did, but I felt like it's such a strange and strong idea that I had to draw. I decided to give Pietro this painted look by first fully coloring him as a normal brown goat and then adding this sort of colored textures, especially very prominently on his face, of paint that's been like sprayed on him or even splattered and stuff. I gave his body a darker, duller color because I felt like you could really rub off the colors on the fur with everything against the wall and stuff. And here is the final drawing. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it with the bars or without the bars. I feel like they both work. The bars do make it feel more closed in, but you can see the character more with the bars on the other one. So here's the two options. Let me know which one you think is best. I've been kind of putting off making this video because I've just been working on a bunch of other stuff. I've been streaming over on Twitch if you would like to come and watch me live play some games. I'm currently playing some Inscription, and you know, thanks for watching. Stay hydrated, eat your food, take your meds, go out and exercise, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye!